Hello everyone and welcome to my next Kerbal Space Program video. In this one, I do a little moon exploration. I start off outside my vehicle, just kind of walking around, hanging out in the shade of a giant solar panel. This is actually a vehicle I landed. It comes with 4 giant legs and it's attached to one giant big tank of hydrogen. Hydrogen burns well in space and it's extremely light. It has some landing systems, some communication systems, obviously solar systems. And I'm actually using this for refueling right now. You can see I've got, I'm looking at the size of that golden arch there. That's a little Easter egg they have in the game. It has a symbol on it for every planet and every moon of every planet in the game. I just think that's very cute. There's going to be some lore with that when the science mode comes out. I just finished refueling my system, which has some monopropellant on the sides. It has a vertical takeoff and landing engine, and then it has a nuclear engine on the back, which in this game, in the original Kerbal Space Program, it just burned liquid fuel. In this game, it burns hydrogen, which I really like. Then I speed up the footage a little bit because I fumbled to get inside, and now I start the undocking. Now, I don't have any way to go backwards, so I have to wiggle myself out and then just kind of turn. Well, never mind. I switched to the other vehicle. I try to flip up, so I switch RCS. I point top, and I just start pushing, trying to buy some airspeed. But the big legs are dragging. The solar panel ripped off. I'm over 30 meters per second. Oh my. All right, we are back. This is an episode about flying through the Mun Arch. We don't look back. I speed up this footage a little bit because I'm just pulling my legs out. I'm making sure that they all are structural and that none of them are weakened as I was trying to play with them. And then I put my wings out to start recharging my batteries, which the nuclear engine, I think, can generate. I, I then realized that my vertical takeoff and landing are no longer paired together. And so I take a second to try to fumble around and figure out a solution. And what I come up with is pretty good. Basically, I turn off the nuclear engine and I'd use the vertical takeoff and landing as my primary thrusters. And then I turn on the nuclear engine and then turn off the vertical takeoff and landing. I then realize I don't have SAS on, which makes it harder to pilot. I flip up here just to make sure I have time. I put the landing gear away. I flip myself normal and go backwards. I then start to brake, and then I start buying myself time. And then I go into manual flying mode and I just start flying for the arch. I seem to have a really high trajectory, but I'm pretty sure that if I just push down a little, that will put me right down to where the moon is. My camera angle is out of control. I find the right angle. I start boosting, and oh my goodness, did we cut it close there? Holy crud. I give myself just a little more, get my ground systems out. Um, I give myself a little extra boost, flip myself normal. I try to brake here. And then at some point, I try and get my vertical systems on. I have to activate them one at a time as they start to rotate. And then as I begin to pitch forward, I turn off that engine. And now I'm pitched forward and my main thrusters are holding me up. And that's just perfect for landing. We just kind of sink it here, go boom goes the dynamite. Use that to just sort of brake so I'm not moving so fast horizontally. And then just drop it down. At this point, I just throw on the landing brake and that's it. Oh, I destroyed a vessel. This one's unharmed, which is nice. Flew through the arch. I'm really happy with how Kerbal Space Program is coming along. Clearly, I want more out of science and ComNet, but I'm really happy with where the game's going.